From Studio A, this is WGAL8 Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to WGAL8 Brainbusters. It's a pleasure to have you here, and it's a pleasure to welcome Hempfield and Mechanicsburg for another opportunity to display their knowledge and demonstrate their skills. One team will return for round 3. Who will it be? Well, let's get started, shall we? Here comes today's opening round. We have 10-point questions and one big brainbuster brought to you by Turkey Hill. Welcome back to all 6 of you. Let's get to work now with this 10-point question. On November 27, 2022, the world's largest active volcano began erupting on the island of Hawaii. What is the name of this volcano? JV.
Mauna Loa.
You are correct for 10 points. Its geography was divided into upper and lower. Its history, Chase.
Egypt.
Egypt is correct. Good anticipation. The 4 symbols on playing cards are all symmetrical, but only one has rational symmetry. Which one? Chase again.
Diamonds.
The diamonds is correct, yes. It's the unique quality that makes you the person you are. On a computer, it's a unique letter, number, or symbol. What, Chase?
Character.
A character is the word that has both meanings. Good for you. This common piece of lab equipment produces a hot flame that leaves no soot on test tubes. Jack.
Bunsen burner.
A Bunsen burner, and that gets Mechanicsburg on the board. An 8-inch stucco sculpture discovered in 1986 is thought to be the original model for Michelangelo's 14-foot statue of a biblical hero. Jack again.
David.
David is now in Florence, yes. Your polo shirt might have the Lacoste clothing line's logo, which goes back to the 1920s and its founder who was nicknamed this on the tennis court. What iconic logo is seen on Lacoste clothing and other accessories? Chase?
A horse.
No, not the horse. No, sorry. Any idea? The horse is Polo. This is Lacoste, which is the crocodile. The moon Io has the most active volcanoes in our solar system and an extremely thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide. Which planet does Io orbit, Chase?
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. It's found in solder, pewter, and bronze. Jack. Sorry,
Tin.
incorrect. I can't take that. What metallic element has the chemical symbol SN? And that's Chase.
Tin.
Tin is the correct answer. And now it's time for the big brain buster brought to you by Turkey Hill. For 10 points and a gift certificate for Turkey Hill ice cream for everyone on the team. The United States is spread across 6 time zones. How many time zones does China have? Chase.
2.
No, that's incorrect. Jack.
1.
1 is correct. Good for you. Congratulations, Mechanicsburg, the first time winning the ice cream. In 2016, 35 years after he was incarcerated, John Hinckley Jr. was released from mental hospital. Whom did Hinckley try to assassinate? Simon?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan he tried to assassinate in 1981. It's a dream journey through hell, paradise, and heaven, written in Chase.
Divine Comedy.
The Divine Comedy is the epic poem by Dante. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others held by the people. Jack.
The 10th Amendment.
No, that's incorrect. Sorry. Which amendment is this,
The 9th
Jenna?
Amendment.
The 9th Amendment used as a legal basis for the Dobbs decision recently. He pioneered abstract expressionism by splattering the canvas. Jack.
Pollock.
Jackson Pollock was nicknamed Jack the Ripper. Rosalind is the largest woman's role in any of Shakespeare's plays. In what play does Rosalind disguise herself as a man? Chase.
12th Night.
Not 12th Night. No, sorry. Well, we stumped you on As You Like It. It's an inlet of Lake Michigan on Wisconsin's east coast. What is this body of water and the football town on it? Chase.
Green Bay.
Green Bay, home of Lambeau Field. It's a mock heroic ballad about Slilith toes that gyre and gimble in the wave. Jenna.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky is the nonsense poem in looking through the looking glass. Founded in 1764, just below the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers, it was named for a 13th century king of France. Jack.
Charles.
Sorry. What city is it? Chase.
St. Louis.
St. Louis is correct. New York is in the Eastern time zone. Fargo, North Dakota, and Bowling Green, Kentucky are both in what time zone? Jenna.
Central.
Central is correct. The sine of an angle is the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. The cosine is the adjacent sine divided by the hypotenuse. What is the opposite side divided, Jenna?
Tangent.
The tangent is divided by the adjacent side. It was the first planet discovered in modern times in 1781 by William Herschel. Which planet, Jack?
Uranus?
Uranus is correct. It's the large order of insects that includes butterflies and moths. Jenna?
Lepidoptera.
That is correct for another 10 points. In the first decade of the 20th century, Lincoln Steffens, Ida Tarbell, and Upton Sinclair exposed, Jack.
Muckrakers?
They were all muckrakers, the flattering nickname that Theodore Roosevelt gave them. Some politicians complained that many of his books were in languages many cannot read and most ought not to. Fortunately, Congress decided to buy this president's library anyways, and it became the Library of Congress. Jenna?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson was the literate man. This phylum oh, we won't get to that question or any more questions in that round. What a fantastic start for our teams. 150 to 70, but it's early on. So our teams will return to battle it out in the one-on-one rapid fire and team lightning rounds when WGAL8 Brainbusters continues following this.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. The final 4 teams in the WGAL8 Brainbusters tournament will win cash grants. The 3rd and 4th place teams will receive $1,000 each. The 2nd place team will receive $3,000. And the WGAL8 Brainbusters champions will receive $5,000 in grant money. Now, here's Rich with our coaches and alternates.
You know, Brainbusters gives us an opportunity to meet some of the brightest young people in central Pennsylvania. And, I might add, some of the best teachers. Like this gentleman right beside me. This is Mr. John Frick. I've known him for years. He's been teaching English at Hemphill for 25 years, is my understanding. Yes, and as we all know, the dynamics of teaching have changed greatly. Now there's the whole high school dynamic with technology and all sorts of the comportment of students and everything. What keeps you going? What makes you glad that you're still a teacher?
All these years later, it still comes down to being blessed to work with students who have vivid dreams and goals, and helping them along the way to reach those aims is just a blessing.
And as a 9th grade English teacher, you see them grow all the way through the high school, and then you get to work with them here as well. Well, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for your dedication to teaching. And now let's meet today's alternate. This is Joey Striggle, and you're a senior. Great to have you here. And you know, it's nice when you're young and you think about what's one thing that really stands out that you might want to accomplish in life. And you have something that I think is really powerful to share.
Before my life ends, I'd at least like to majorly change at least one person's life for the better. That's my goal. If I do that, then I'll be happy.
Well, I hope that happens for you, and I'm sure you've affected a lot of people just being here and watching somebody like you compete here on Brainbusters. And now let's move over to Mechanicsburg and say hello to Mr. Matt Marshall. He's the gifted support teacher at Mechanicsburg High School. So, Mr. Marshall, you're a teacher, you're a fairly new teacher, new in the profession, but what or who inspired you to become a teacher?
Yeah, I think I always had an inkling, even in elementary school, but it was my 8th grade teacher, Mr. Jones, who he would have me, I would test out of classes, and then he would have me prepare and design labs and activities for the rest of my class. And so we would come back and present those activities, and that was an opportunity that I decided to kind of continue with for the rest of my life.
You hear that from teachers. Once in elementary, sometimes you just feel it. You want to be a teacher, and now you are, and I'm sure you're impacting students in a huge way. Thanks for bringing such a great team to Studio A. Okay, it's time now to get back to work, because it's time now for today's one-on-one rapid fire, where we get a chance now to chat with the players and say hello and find out what's going on in their busy lives. First, Davey Striggle, senior. You look a lot like Joey, but you happen to be twins, so I just want to reveal that to our viewers in case they thought they were seeing double. And, you might be undecided of where you want to go to college yet, but you know what you want to study.
Yes, I want to go into the film and television industry.
And when did that start? When did you start finding an interest in that?
We're lucky at Hempfield to have a great set of video production classes, and I took the first video production class my first semester of freshman year, and since then I've just loved it.
Fantastic. Well, good for you. I hope that comes to fruition in a big way. Sophia Goss, you are a junior at Mechanicsburg, and it's great to have you back. And we've all, and it still continues in your adult life, there's things that people try to convince you to try, and all right, and you're reluctant to try, but there's something, and I don't know what it is, but I'm curious that you tried reluctantly and you actually embraced it.
Yeah, I've always been more of an arts and humanities person. I really enjoy literature and painting and music, and I never really thought that I would like science, but I took a geoscience class this year, and I have chemistry also, and I've really enjoyed both of those classes, and I'm really grateful that I've been able to like expand my interests. So.
Again, and of course, let's hope that some of those questions may come in handy and some of those lessons when we put you two one-on-one, Davy and Sophia. Good luck to both of you. The Civil War battles of Antietam was fought in Maryland, Shiloh in Tennessee. In what state were the battles of Fredericksburg and Chancellorsville fought? Sophia?
Virginia?
Virginia is correct. It's a printer's proof copy. It's an ancient ship propelled by oars, and the kitchen in a ship or airplane. What's the common word for all? Sophia, again.
Galley?
Galley, correct again. And finally, his pap tried to kill him, and the widow Douglas wants to civilize him, so he hides out at Smuggler's Island and takes a raft downriver. Who is this fictional character, Sophia?
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn. Good for you. You dominated all three of those questions, helping your team significantly. 150 to 100. Now let's meet our two captains. First, from Hempfield, a pleasure to welcome back Jenna Yeager. Great to have you here. You are a senior. So apparently, you think a lot about food?
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, are you a healthful eater?
I would not say so. I really enjoy cooking, so I spend a lot of my time during the week, like finding new dessert recipes. I really enjoy making French ones, so like I've been making a lot of macarons recently.
Ooh. Yeah, the thing about baking, it's like a chemistry experiment. It changes form and it lasts for a long time, not like making a dinner and then it's gourmandized and gone in seconds. Mm-hmm. All right, well, you seem to be holding yourself well and you look good for somebody who likes food. Jack Cicero, a senior, great player here, captain of the Mechanicsburg team. So we all are obsessed with certain novels and certain series, and apparently there's a fantasy about facing the evil one and saving the world to destroy it that really is your favorite?
So yeah, that's a way to put it. So my favorite book series of all time, and I think will continue to be so, is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. It's like 14 books long. It's massively long. It's a great story, but it also it really says a lot about getting a bunch of different people with different goals, a bunch of different countries that have different aims to like come together and try to like get something done about like a problem in the world, which has a lot of parallels to society today, and that's one of the reasons why I like it so much.
Well, hopefully you're not facing the evil one here, Jenna and Jack, as we put you two one-on-one. Krishna, Jack and Elroy, the Smurfs, and Gainsborough's most famous portrait, Jenna.
Blue.
They're all blue. That's what they all have in common. After claiming plenty of tennis titles at a young age, he has come to be known as El Nino among Jack.
Rafael Nadal.
Rafael Nadal, who is El Matador, master of the red clays. You are correct. 52 Americans were held hostage for 144 days until the signing of the Algiers Accord in 1980. In what country were they held? Jack again.
Israel?
No, not Israel. Sorry. Jenna, do you have any idea? Oh, we stumped you on Iran. It was called the Iran-Contra crisis. 160 to 110. Let's now meet our final players in today's competition. First from Hempfield. So welcome back, Chase Barrett. Boy, you did well in that first round of play, and it's great to have you here. And I guess I'm going to say you have good parents.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yes. But you're also looking forward to life after high school for a particular pressure that your parents put on you.
Yes, it started when I was in first grade, and I was staying up doing the stereotypical kid thing, staying up late with a flashlight under the covers, reading books. And that has progressed now to doing various things on the internet. And so there is a cutoff on how late I'm allowed to stay up on school nights, and I'm looking forward to not having to deal with that anymore.
All right, just out of curiosity, what is the cutoff time?
11 o'clock.
Whoa, that's way past my bedtime. Okay, Simon Stump, you are a junior. Great to have you back. And you already know, I mean, I know it's starting to build up, college applications and stuff, but you know where you want to go, hopefully, and what you want to study.
Yeah, I want to study computer science, hopefully at Penn State, but if not, some other in-state university.
So I'm always curious when somebody says computer science. At home, do you use a PC or Apple?
PC.
PC, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, Chase and Simon, let's put you two one-on-one. His little red book was required reading. Chase?
Mao Zedong?
He's the one, yes. The Chinese leaders' quotations were all collected in it. It's an offspring of a plant or animal whose genetic information is identical to that of a mother organism from which it was created. What is this creature called? Simon.
Clone?
It's a clone, yes. Christopher Paolini's Inheritance Cycle is a young adult series about a boy and his dragon. Who's the boy and the title of the first book in the series? Chase.
Eragon?
Aragon is correct. Yes, good for you for another 10 points. 180 to 120. We're now going to pick up the pace and play today's 60-second team lightning round. Get ready to sit at the edge of your seats because I know our teams are ready. Jack, you're behind at this point, so you will pick first among these three categories. We have This and That, Chips Ahoy, and Bear in Mind.
Bear in mind.
Bear in mind. Bear this in mind. When you answer each of these questions, you should have a bear in mind. So if you can bear it, if you can, we'll award you 10 points for each correct answer. Jack, I take your answer as the team's answer. Sophia and Simon are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. On Wall Street, it's the opposite of a bull market.
Bear. Bear
Bear-
market. Yeah, bear market.
Sorry, I have to take your first answer. A big embrace, but not one you'd want from a grizzly.
Bear hug.
Correct. The movies Ted and Ted 2 starred this kind of bear.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear, yes. These black and white Asian mammals are bamboo-eating bears.
Panda bears.
Correct. Often called a bear, this fuzzy Australian animal is actually a marsupial.
Koala.
Koala, yes. He was the symbol of the National Forest Service from 1950 to
Smokey the
75.
Bear.
Smokey the Bear, yes. This NFL team's home games are played at Soldier
Chicago
Field.
Bears.
Chicago Bears, yes. This cartoon bear lives in Jellystone Park with Boo Boo and Roger Smith. Ranger Smith.
Paddington
Yogi Bear. This former Yankee catcher once said, it ain't
Yogi
over
Berra.
till it's over. Yogi Berra, yes. In the stories of A.A. Milne, he loves honey.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear, yes, no, Winnie the Pooh, sorry. This blonde girl meets 3 bears and eats their porridge.
Goldilocks.
She's the one, yes, the Bears are the teams from the Division I college at Waco, Texas.
Pass.
Baylor, the Second Amendment to the Constitution guarantees you
Right
the
to bear arms.
Yeah, that's correct. To apply pressure or force or maximum effort and concentration.
Bring to bear.
Bear down, a person's way of standing or moving. We were going for bearing on that. So we had 9 correct, 90 points came your way. Hempfield, it's up to you with the 2 remaining quizzes, This and That or Chips Ahoy.
This or that.
This and that. All of the following phrases come in pairs, like this and that. So for 10 points each, identify these pairs joined by the word and. Jen, I take your answer as the team's answer. Davey and Chase are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. Good luck, and here we go. Felines and canines, sometimes said to be raining.
Cats and dogs.
Correct. There's a museum in Cleveland dedicated to this kind of music.
Rock and roll.
Correct. In school, you'll bring something in and talk about it.
Show and tell.
Correct. It's a very slow way to type on a computer or keyboard.
Peck and hunt.
Hunt and peck. This system keeps one branch of one government from becoming too powerful.
Checks and balances.
Correct. Your friends and your relatives both start with K.
Kith and kin.
Correct. Over here and over there, but poetically,
Hither and thither.
hither and yon. To kiss and murmur sweet nothings like pigeons do.
Pass.
Bill and coo. A small independent neighborhood store run by somebody's parents.
Mom and pop.
Correct. You might wear them on your feet, sneakers and argyles, for example.
Shoes and socks.
Correct. A combination of threaded pieces of metal or the very basic facts.
Nuts and bolts.
Correct. Out of harm's way and in good shape, particularly after a harrowing adventure.
Safe and sound.
Safe and sound.
Safe and sound, a place to stay and something to eat too.
Room board?
Room and board.
Correct. Completely clean, spotless, absolutely immaculate.
Spick and span.
Correct. Life has these moments, so does a roller coaster.
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows. Yes, Olympic event in weightlifting.
Pass.
Clean and jerk. Well done. 12 correct. 120 points came your way. Okay, a strong lead right now for Hempfield, but we still have a lot more game left, including the bonus Brainbuster. So it's time now to reveal today's bonus Brainbuster category. During our break, our teams will wager 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of Florida. Well, that's a popular state. We'll see how our teams do with the bonus Brainbuster and, of course, the all-important Final Frenzy when WGAL8 Brainbusters continues in a matter of minutes.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our competition between Hempfield and Mechanicsburg. Hempfield has a lead right now, But everything can change because it's time now for the all-important bonus Brain Buster. During our break, our teams wagered from 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of the state of Florida. Let's head into the News 8 newsroom with meteorologist Mary Ellen Pan. Mary Ellen, welcome to Brain Busters.
Thanks, Rich. Now here's your bonus Brain Buster. Landmarks in this city include the Hemingway Home and Museum, Harry S. Truman Little White House, and homes of Robert Frost, Wallace Stevens, and John Hersey. What is this southern city in Florida? Again, landmarks in the city include the Hemingway Home and Museum, Harry S. Truman Little White House, and homes of Robert Frost, Wallace Stevens, and John Hersey. What is this southern city in Florida? Good luck with your answer. Now back to Studio A. Rich?
Thank you, Mary Ellen. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay, we're going to wait till everybody closes their pen. All right, Jenna, we always start with the side that said Jacksonville. No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So we're going to deduct 15 points from your score. Jack, we thought this was easy. Fort Lauderdale. No, also a deduction of 15 points. It's the great city of Key West, Florida. That's the one. Okay, 285 to 205. It's still anybody's game. 20 points coming up now with today's Final Frenzy. A poisonous drink can be made from the roots of this aromatic herb with white flowers and a purplish stem. Ask Socrates, he'd know. What plant is it, Sophia?
Hemlock.
Hemlock, of course. Fifth grader Jesse Aarons becomes friends with his new neighbor Leslie Burke, and who dies when a rope swing accidentally breaks. Davey.
Bridge to Terabithia.
One of our favorite books. Yes, it consists of Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. Jack.
Horn of Africa?
The Horn of Africa is the prominent feature at the continent of Africa. Its name literally means hot motion. What branch of physics deals with the mechanical action of heat, Jack, again?
Thermodynamics?
Correct again. It contains the history of the ancient inhabitants of America who were a branch of the House of Israel or the tribe of Joseph. Jenna.
Book of Mormon?
Book of Mormon is the religious text given to Joseph Smith. Its formula is CaCO3. It's the mineral in a skeleton of a starfish, Jack.
Calcium carbonate?
Correct. Yes, good for you. They were tried for inciting riots at the 1968 Democratic Convention. What nickname was given to this group of defendants, Davey?
The Yippies?
No, sorry, incorrect. Any idea, Mechanicsburg? Oh, we stumped you on the Chicago 8. Her real name is Alice O'Connor. Her novels include Anthem, We the Living, Sophia.
Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand is, of course, correct. It's all done with mirrors and a laser. The result, 3D photography. What is this technique or the image produced by it? Jenna.
Hologram?
Correct, for 20 points. He was president of the American Philosophical Society for 20 years and president of the United States for 8. Who was this philosopher president? Chase.
Wilson?
Not he, no, sorry. Jack.
Taft.
No, sorry, Thomas Jefferson is the correct answer. According to Greek myth, she was the gift of all the gods, hence her name, Jenna.
Pandora.
Pandora is correct. It was the name before it was discovered. On the 17th century maps, you'll find a great area of land labeled in Latin as simply the unknown land of the South. Jack.
Africa?
No, sorry. Which continent takes its name from the Latin for southern, Chase?
Australia.
Australia does, yes. A member of the Bloomsbury Group, he published the General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money in 1936. Who was this influential economist, Simon?
Keynes.
Keynes, yes. The Continental Congress made its Declaration of Independence in 1776. What declaration did the National Assembly of France approve in 1789? Chase.
Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizens.
That's correct, yes. With that correct answer, that now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of the game. What a fantastic competition. Hempfield, they are returning for round 3. We'll have a few final words in just a short moment or two.
Scorekeeping for WGAL8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Studio A and WGAL8 Brainbusters. What a great game. Nice students, nice competition. Hempfield, You are triumphant. You held on to that lead. You wouldn't let it go, so you are returning for round 3. We're going to say goodbye to Mechanicsburg, but I have to say Mechanicsburg did a fantastic job, and hey, they won the ice cream from Turkey Hill, and that was a good sign, so we know we're going to see them back next season. Coming up on the next WGAL 8 Brainbusters, we're very excited to welcome back Central Dauphin and Anvil Cleona, and we are expecting another fantastic competition. We hope to have the pleasure of your company as well. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us, and we'll see you next time on WGAL 8 Brainbusters. So long for now.